The dream I had on 2 October 2022, I found myself in a very filthy hospital ward. This is a hospital that I know in Gauteng, South Africa. I'm not going to mention the name even though it was given to me. The reason for that is that I'm not sure if that was the specific hospital that God was showing me, or that came to me because that is the only hospital I know that I've been to. I remember seeing some patients, more than 3 patients, squeezed in a metal tub. Then I was asking myself, are these mental patients? The whole place was filthy. There were other patients sleeping in beds, but these ones that were in this metal tub, they were not moving at all. They were not moving, but I was not sure at first whether they were dead or alive, but I realized that they might be alive, but they were not moving. What I understood then was that they might be very sick, but no one is really taking care of them. And when I looked around, there were many beds in this ward and many patients who were sleeping in beds. Patients who were very sick. It didn't seem like there was anyone who was taking care of them. Now I just want to explain how filthy this ward is. The floor, it had those creamish, I'm not sure whether you would call them plastic tiles, but plastic-like tiles on the floor. But it was just filth everywhere, and you could see the bed mark, the wheel marks. I'm not sure whether it was the wheels of the bed or wheels of a wheelchair or whatever, but you could see the marks on the floor that there were wheels going up and down on that floor on top of that filth, but no one was cleaning it. So I believe that the Lord put me there to observe what was happening. So after some time, I realized that, in fact, one of the nurses realized that I could see what was happening there. And it was a lady, she quickly shut the door to that ward, meaning she was blocking my way, then now I couldn't see what was happening. And maybe let me describe the door. The door was like I don't know, the door was very big, like a garage door, but that you could easily shift. It was not opening like a normal door. It was like, I don't know if you know how some doors open in hospital. It was something like that you would shift on the side. That's how that door was. It was a metal door. I remember very well. It was grayish in color. It was a metal gray in color. So I don't know if the Lord is showing me something that is coming, or is what is already happening in these hospitals or in this hospital. But maybe in the coming days, or I don't know when, we will see that happening. So if you have a loved one that you've sent in hospital, make sure you visit them. The world out there is very cruel. People, imagine squashing people in a metal bathtub. People who cannot, fend for themselves. And instead, then when you realize that people could see the evil that you are doing in this hospital, you shut the door, meaning you don't want anyone to see. In fact, they were not aware that I could see what was happening. And then once the door was shut, I saw myself immediately on on the normally ward, clean normal wards where patients were tended to. But the reality is there is something that is happening behind that closed door that many don't know. It was because of the Lord that I could see what I saw. Pray for your loved ones. Pray for those patients in hospital, that God may have mercy on them. It makes one realize that some people don't pass away because I'm not saying it's their time or whatever, but they pass away before time because of all this ill treatment that people get in some hospitals. The devil, believe me, is everywhere. In hospitals, and the hospital is a place where people are supposed to find hope. But unfortunately, that is not how the Lord showed me. There are things that happened behind those closed doors that we do not know. So whenever you send a person to hospital, especially in these last days, make sure you pray for them. Even in their absence, pray for them. Pray. I pray for God to expose these things that are happening there. Shalom.